From the viewpoint of the external being, we see a physical process of birth and death. With deeper investigation, we then identify processes and encoded information in the genetic code that tell the physical body how to develop. When we die, we see the departure of the vital force from the body and the subsequent decomposition of the physical substance once the life force is no longer supporting it. Prior to the time of the complete withdrawal of the life force, we can observe incremental deterioration of both the vital force and the physical substance until the mechanism can no longer support the needed level of activity to remain technically alive. These external observations, however, do not delve into the more occult actions that form living beings and set them in motion and bring them to their conclusion. Nor do they address any deeper significance that the controlling consciousness is carrying out through these processes. We get a clue from the fact that all beings develop according to the encoded instruction set of their genetic code. The genetic code precedes the formation of a body and its life force and mental activities. The genetic code is not controlled by matter, the vital plane, or the mind. This fact alone points to the existence of a larger, more powerful, preceding consciousness that creates the pattern, the code, and the integration into the complete manifested creation, and which, despite our limited and blinded view, clearly has its own intention and purposes in the creation. If we can once escape the limiting view of the individual ego standpoint, we can begin to observe and understand the occult processes more comprehensively. We have a corollary in the use we make of the mental power in the world. We want to accomplish something. We investigate the factual elements, look at the tools and powers at our disposal, make a plan, and then work to systematically carry out that plan step by step. This is true in any form of architecture or construction. It is true in every organized activity we see in the world. What is true in the limited human life experience can provide us insight to what is true at the larger level of the universal creation. The seers of the Rig Veda grappled with these issues. For example, in Mandala 10, Sukta 129, they state, quote, "The seers of truth discovered the building of being in non-being by will in the heart and by the thought. Their ray was extended horizontally. But what was there below? What was there above? There were casters of the seed. There were greatnesses. There was self-law below. There was will above. Who knows in truth? Who would tell us here below? From where it was born, whence this surging creation? The gods stand below this surging out abroad. Who knows then from where this took birth?" End quote. Translations by Sri Aurobindo and Nolini Kantagupta. Sri Aurobindo writes, quote, "The soul takes birth each time, and each time a mind, life, and body are formed out of the materials of universal nature, according to the soul's past evolution and its need for the future. When the body is dissolved, the vital goes into the vital plane and remains there for a time, but after a time, the vital sheath disappears. The last to dissolve is the mental sheath. Finally, the soul or psychic being retires into the psychic world to rest there till a new birth is close. This is the general course for ordinarily developed human beings. There are variations according to the nature of the individual and his development. For example, if the mental is strongly developed, then the mental being can remain. So also can the vital, provided they are organized by and centered around the true psychic being. They share the immortality of the psychic. The soul gathers the essential elements of its experiences in life and makes that its basis of growth in the evolution. When it returns to birth, it takes up with its mental, vital, physical sheaths so much of its karma as is useful to it in the new life for further experience. It is really for the vital part of the being that shraddha and rites are done, to help the being get rid of the vital vibrations which still attach to it, to the earth, or to the vital worlds, so that it may pass quickly to its rest in the psychic peace. End quote. Reference: Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, The Psychic Being, Soul, Its Nature, Mission, and Evolution, Section 4, The Afterlife and Rebirth, page 127.